We've been here since 2011, and during that period, we've had 4 milestones that we've worked on. That's included moving of high-level waste into dry storage, disposal of legacy waste, removal of a number of buildings, including the vitrification facility. And the primary scope that we have left is the removal and disposal of the main plant processing building.
It was used for the dissolution and preparation of old nuclear fuel, making usable nuclear materials out of it. We have identified about 96 different areas within that plant that we've characterized. Each one of those areas has been what we call deactivated, which means they're prepped for demo.
Removing all the high hazard components out of the facility and then doing a gross decon of all the walls in those cells, in the process cells, and then applying fixative to those cell walls to lock down whatever other residual.
We have reduced the contamination inside the facility to a point that we can safely do the demolition.
We've been working diligently, day and night, to get it down to a level where we won't hurt anybody, nor will we contribute to any of the hazards to our environment and to the public.
It's not what you see on TV with the big ball swinging into the side of the building and the big dust cloud, right, and the building falls, or the explosives where it blows up and it comes down like that. This is an engineered demolition. We engineer each step, and we organize those steps. One leads into the next and into the next, so that one, we maintain facility stability as we go through the demolition, and two, we know exactly what we're dealing with in each of the areas that we're doing demolition, as far as where is potential residual contamination, how was it fixed and prepared, and how are we going to bring that down in a manner that is safe and compliant.
There's certain areas of the building that we will take a deliberate duration for that area of the building, a no faster than approach to that section of the building. And so you will have constant dust suppression, turbine sprayers as we call them, that are mounted to long reach booms that get us up 125 feet to get us to the source of the hammering or the processing.
We do have processors with longer arms. They will start working from the top down. So structurally, you're always taking down the top parts and you don't have any worry of collapse.
This is about an 80-foot reach we need to get to the top of the building. We'll be able to do a deliberate approach where we take the building apart section by section.
Almost like shave their way in, top to bottom, working in.
That building supports itself in various areas. So our task is to make sure that we have a pragmatic approach to taking down the building so it doesn't collapse prematurely.
There are some structural beams and supports that we have identified in a 3D model, which is something the operators can look at every day and know exactly what they're up against and what they're going to see every day as they start taking walls down.
As we bring it down, we package it, we put it into intermodals onto gondolas, and it gets shipped off to, for disposal off-site.
Radiological control technicians are an integral part of the crews. There'll be continuous monitoring, airheads, sampling heads that'll be going, that give us any indicator. They have a control room. If they see any little increase in contamination levels in the airborne, they can immediately radio the crew. We can suspend the activities.
We're putting on about 6,000 gallons of suppression water on the facility during demolition to suppress the dust. So we collect that with any type of rainwater. We run it through a series of filters and then to an evaluation frac tank. If it has higher radionuclides than we can treat, it goes into these 2 frac tanks here for shipment off-site. It's all of our goal to not have any releases whatsoever to the environment.
It's the safest thing that can be done to main plant is to take it down and dispose of it off-site than to allow it just to stay on-site and continue to degrade.
There is a right way and a wrong way to approach demolition. The way we are approaching it here is the right way. You got to get the facility ready. Getting it to where you understand what the source room is, doing the characterization, and then understanding the step-by-step process to demolish the facility. That is the right way to approach it, and this facility, with this approach, will be executed safely and compliantly.
It's a solid plan, and we've been doing it, planning it for probably over 5 years now, as far as the method and means and how we're going to approach this. And you take a look around at this area where this building is built. I mean, it's beautiful countryside. it doesn't belong here anymore.
Taking main plant down safely and compliantly, the way we intend to do so, is in the best interest of this community. Our workforce lives here. They have a very strong vested interest in this community, and we want to see this done right.